Greetings. Welcome to Dictating Terms, the third episode of this return season. My name is Nick Milligan. With me, as always, is world-famous philosopher Mitchell Power. Mitch, how are you?
G'day, Nick. Joe.
Mitch.
Nick. Elliot.
Hello.
And with me, as always, is also Joe,
Hello.
a resident psychologist. All right. Well, first things first. Mitchell, tell me, how have you been going this week? There was something you wanted to discuss straight off the bat.
It's a bit of a weird one. A little bit self-conscious about it. But, yeah, I've been going around the house lately. I've been digging holes and just peeing outside and eating bones and that. I just started to feel like a dog.
Really?
All the time. For some reason, I'm just feeling like a dog.
You're feeling dog-like?
Yeah.
Humping
So,
anyone's leg or anything like that? Or
Nah. Oh.
It's only a matter of time.
No, well, yeah. Yeah, it's only a matter of time.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, so yeah, I've been feeling dog-like,
Mm.
and so I went to the psychiatrist, and I said, mate, I'm feeling like a dog. I don't know what I can do about it. So he said, mate, just have a seat on the couch, and we'll talk about it. I said, I'm not allowed on the couch. So, anyway.
Well, he's not really helping then, is he? Well, there you go. Well, Mitch, hopefully that works out for you. Psychiatrists can be like that. Did you want to do a word from our sponsor now?
No, not yet.
You're not ready for it? Okay. They pay for it to be later in the episode, don't they? Yeah, okay.
Because people tune on a couple of minutes in and
No one watches the first.
It's a prime time sponsor. Anyway, we can do it now. We'll get them out of the way.
That's up to you.
No, we'll get them out of the way.
You liaise with the sponsors much more than I do.
I know, but the head of this organisation,
The CEO.
not too keen on them anyway. So we may as well just. Yeah.
We'll cut that out because that's not the kind of thing you want to say on air. But okay. Well, we can come back to it. I don't mind.
We'll do it now.
Let's do it now. Okay. A word from our sponsor.
Warwick's Daycare. It's Australia's first self-served daycare facility from 2 to 5 year olds to reduce costs. There'll be no carers at all. Food will be placed in a hamper at the start of the day, in the middle of the room, and the kids and the kids just a bunch of toys for them to play, and the parents can't pick it up. So keep the rates down. No carers. And obviously, at Warwick's, they take no responsibility for the welfare of any of the kiddies. So yeah, if you're struggling to make ends meet, bring your kiddies into Warwick's Daycare. Thank you.
Great establishment, Warwick's Daycare. They will even leave them a bowl of water, is my understanding.
So it's just like a shed.
Yeah.
Like just an open room, and you just drop them off and.
They're just open to the elements.
With a trough, just like a row of potties.
Yeah.
And just to leave them to their own devices. Yeah, it's a good way. I think kids are a little bit mollycoddled a bit these days, aren't they? A bit too much.
Well, Warwick always says to me, even though I'm not too fond of the bloke, he creates a deeper independence for the kiddies as well. So,
Do you know much about Warwick? Do you know, like, is he legit? Is he alright?
Well, Warwick's not an ethical man. We'll just say that. He's been in a few problems through his life.
Okay, yeah.
So I hope he's not tuning into this to see how his ad went.
Should the parents Google Warwick before they send their kids there, do you think? Or
if you do, you might have a bit of a surprise there.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Do you know how much it costs?
I think it's only like $12 to $17. I think for the $17 package, they get some vintage cheese or stuff, and the $12 package is
bit of blue vein.
Yeah. Oh, well. Warwick.
Warwick's blue vein.
Yeah. That's the $17 package. Not everyone can afford that, thankfully. So
yeah, I'm sure they'll be fine. I'm sure they'll. I mean, the Jungle Book worked out well for Mowgli, so.
I don't know about that, Nick. What's that?
The Jungle Book.
Yeah.
Oh, legendary story. Not familiar with the Jungle Book?
No.
The boy raised by animals, fending for himself. Nothing. No, okay. Well, we'll do that next week then. We'll do a dissection of the Jungle Book. There's been a bit happening since our last episode, and one of those things is that, I mean, some of you may not know this, but on a regular basis, our resident psychologist, Joe Duffy, is racially profiled by strangers. It happens all the time. It's been going on for quite some time now, hasn't it? And it occurred again recently, and we felt maybe it was time to discuss the ongoing racism problem here in Australia and how people who aren't really ethnic still have to deal with racial profiling. Joe, tell us what happened.
Yeah, well, obviously it happens from time to time. It's one of those things. It sort of coincided with the beard. I'd say that's got a lot to do with it.
Okay.
But, yeah, I was out at an establishment the last weekend, just gone, and sitting down at a table, and this old women sat down, this group of old ladies, and then for some reason a young Canadian guy was with them as well.
Oh.
But, yeah, the woman sort of looking at me, giving me a bit of a stare, and then she says, "You'll never get a girlfriend with a beard like that." And I was like, this is out of nowhere too. Like, I'm just sitting here with my beer.
Women love beards.
Yeah, well, not this one. But then she said,
Sorry,
I said, I've got a girlfriend. And she was like, oh, you look like an ISIS.
ISIS.
An ISIS, yeah. You look like an ISIS. And, yeah, everyone else at the table thought it was kind of funny. But I not being an ISIS, I was still offended in some level, I suppose.
I don't think anyone can be an ISIS.
She's got the subtlety of a sledgehammer by the sound of it.
Well, it's a Friday night and you're sitting in a pub just drinking a beer and someone accuses you of being an ISIS. It's, yeah, special breed of woman.
Member of would be the word, wouldn't it, for it?
Well, yes, for the more...
If you were, saying it grammatically
gifted.
with some grammatic
Yeah.
element of correction. I mean, it's amazing that there is such fear amongst the community of beards and anyone that looks like they might be from a particular part of the world or a particular religion.
Well, she clearly wasn't threatened by me, though, because if she legitimately thought that I was an ISIS, she wouldn't have said, "You look like an ISIS," because she would have lost her head, for sure.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I mean, she was in her 50s, larger woman, not much going on there on the physical side of things. So
not someone that should be really making comments on appearance.
Yeah, and I didn't say anything. I let that slide.
Not much between the ears either.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, she had a few reds, so maybe she was just a bit...
What's that, man?
A few red wines.
Oh, red wines, yeah.
Yeah.
What are you laughing at?
Nothing. I would never laugh at you, Mitch. It's happened a few times. It's funny, because after that, I believe you went on to another establishment in the same evening.
Yeah. Well, we went, so my brother was there, and he saw the whole thing. And then
he's a character.
He is a character.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a character. And then from that, we went to another establishment, and then we're inside the poker machine room of this establishment. And this, I guess it's a law that they have at this place, was like, you can't be out in the smoking room, in the poker machine room, unless you're playing a poker machine.
Right. So
I got a few dollars out, and I was putting them through the poker machine, and then had a beer, I had a cigarette. I was very much just indulging in all these like Western things. And my brother, who was there, just introduced me to this random guy in the theme of the night, I suppose, of an ISIS, and said, "This is my Muslim brother Joe." And this guy's like, "Oh, yeah, it's nice to meet you." And yeah, he's like, "That's cool." You know, he's like, "Yeah, he's recently converted, hence the beard." And the guy's like, "Oh, that's fine, you know, like, he's got a passion, that's cool." And then, my brother sort of ran with it and was like, yeah, well, you know, it's nice and all, but it's the extremism I have a problem with. It's, you know, it's sort of causing some issues in the family and probably more on a global level too as well. And this guy was just, he was
trying to get a rise out of him, wasn't he?
Yeah, and this guy's just very diplomatic. He's just a very
he wasn't fazed by
passive
this.
man. No, he's like, "Oh, that's good. You know, it's good that he's found a passion and everything. That's great. You know." And then
good bloke.
Yeah, he's like, "There's extremism in every religion. You know, that's fine. Look at Israel. You know." And then my brother, you know, making references about chopping people's heads off and that kind of stuff. And he says, "Yeah, that's fine, you know, like, we've all got to go someday." I'm just trying to like really emphasize the fact that I'm not an ISIS. I'm with my beer and my cigarette and my poker machine, a very poor ISIS. But an ISIS on vacation, I suppose, can still let his hair down.
Yeah, sure. So how would you describe this guy who remarkably was not fazed by anything your brother was saying and also believing it?
He was very drunk. For a start.
Did he look like the sort of person?
He looked like the sort of person
racist?
that could take offence.
Right.
But he looked like he had actually been to the races, but not in the more exclusive part of the races. Like he'd gone to Lowe's, and no offence to Lowe's, they sponsor us from time to time, but Yeah, he'd been to Lowe's and he'd bought some base pants and a real basic sort of shirt.
He must have had a good day. He had a win, got a trifecta or something.
Yeah, he was just high on life.
Yeah, good
Yeah.
spirits.
But I was more concerned about, because at this particular place, I won't name, because they are sponsors, but I was more concerned about that time of night, probably about 1:30.
Yeah.
And other people in the smoking/poker room who may have overheard and decided to glass me with a plastic cup, or
Yeah.
worse. You never know.
They have a nasty bruise.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could have gone either way. But your brother is a bit of a character, and I mean, if I guess the word ISIS is it's one of those words now. If you overhear it and someone saying, "Yeah, my brother, yeah, he's an extremist," but we still love him.
But I think, Nick, you said something about ISIS on vacation. I don't think ISIS could ever take a vacation. It'd be pretty hard getting on a plane, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be.
You know what I mean?
I'm not
Sorry,
today.
Nick,
I'm not
but I
here
don't
for
think
that.
that's right what you said before.
Yeah, I said it.
Oh, sorry, Joe.
Yeah, I left my bombs at home. I'm just here for a little bit of a vacation.
I've had
Put my feet up.
I've killed 30 people last week and had a bit of a spell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go to Cancun.
Sorry, I'm only joking, Joe.
No, of course I didn't. Yeah, no, wasn't 30.
Yeah,
You got to be careful what you say to an ISIS.
You do, don't you? Yeah.
don't know how they react.
They're sensitive people.
They are, yeah. No, it would be tricky for them to sort of decide, I'm going to go on a holiday. I'm going to go to Byron Bay and just fly in. I imagine most of them are kind of on a list somewhere. They could go full incognito. They could do the opposite of Joe and just shave their beard and let their hair down, and then return to mass murder. Well, it's good. I guess it's sort of it shows that there's a nice balance there. You had one woman accusing you of being an ISIS, and then a guy who was not fazed by anything.
There was another guy. There was another guy that
Probably
I think he wanted to fight me.
Okay.
I don't know if he wanted to fight me. He was angry.
Oh, right.
We were at an event in a country town who I won't name because they are sponsors of ours.
The town. Yeah.
It's one of those like council things where they invest money into things and bit of publicity from time to time. From
They
us,
advertise on the podcast.
We go there from time to time to sort of just show a face, and good for tourism and things
We
like
are
that.
the face of the tourism of this particular town.
Yeah. Two whiteys and an ISIS. But this particular guy was he was making some comments like, have you seen his passport? Checked his backpack, all that kind of stuff. And I was drunk, so it was fine, my friend. But he's in his like late 40s, early 50s, and he looked like he had a hard life.
But he was fair dinkum. He thought
probably not much employment in
It's
this
the same
town.
guy,
I don't think he's probably doing too well. His wife probably hates him, and his kids have run off to join ISIS or something out of some sort of spite or something. I don't know.
I think if I was drunk, I would have been tempted to kind of give him the the throat cutting symbol, the
imagine.
thumb.
Imagine
Just to really freak him out.
Again, standing there with like a beer in my hand, like you ISIS, look at you. Yeah.
And
Don't
alcohol.
think I don't know what's going on here. I know what's going on. Yeah.
Of course, your brother, going back to your brother, who's a bit of a character, as we said, famously and controversially came to it was a Friday the 13th birthday party theme thing that I had. It might be my 30th birthday party, perhaps, and your brother famously came dressed as a sheik, like a Muslim sheik type, with the white robe, basically, as a Muslim. And he went into, we won't say the name of the local costume shop because they are a sponsor of the show.
So they're not Lambton?
No.
No,
those cunts never give us any money.
No.
Fuck them.
Yeah, which is why they're going broke. Anyway,
No, we better edit that out.
we'll cut that out. But your brother went in to get the Muslim outfit, which they had in the costume store. It's the white robe with like the white towel over the head with the little black band.
Very stereotypical.
Very stereotypical.
I think it applies to a lot of different Middle Eastern sort of any sort of area from the Middle East. You want this outfit, you're gonna probably find it.
Yeah.
At this place,
and
it's
he
the same costume.
Yeah, of course. And he went in there to ask for, was it a Muslim costume? Is that what he asked for?
Yeah, because when he came to inexplicably was invited to your birthday and hasn't been invited back, he knew what to go for. It was like it was Friday the 13th, something which is, I guess, what Friday the 13th is.
Well, generally
scary,
something scary.
ghoulish.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That he'd been to a party previously as a Muslim.
Right.
So he was like, got the invite. He's like, I know exactly what to go for. I know what I'm going for here. Back to the same place. Yeah.
I think when he
got
arrived...
an account there. Just got it pre-pressed there, ready to go.
Yeah. When he arrived at the party, we all went,
Ooh, yeah, yeah. The
It
guy
was like-
dressed as Hitler was like, ooh,
That's right.
sorry,
He was-
mate. Come on, it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's, but anyway, he hires he asks for the Muslim outfit, and what did the woman from the shop offer him as an
so
accessory?
he's turned up to the shop. He's walked inside and he said, "I'm looking for the Muslim outfit, basically, you know, the one, darling." And she's like, "Yeah," she brought it out for him and handed it to him with the white robe and the tea towel, for lack of a better word.
Yeah.
And
Hey,
he's like,
you
"Yeah,
can't say that.
yeah."
Well, it looks like that's sort of what it looks like, I suppose.
What would you call it?
To a layman,
I don't know. A hijab.
Yeah,
I think yeah.
Stresses
Along
a
those
Muslim
lines.
Woman. Yeah, he was going as a Muslim woman.
Oh, that would have been possibly worse.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Next party. Next time you invite him somewhere. But yeah. So anyway, he's turned up. He's asked for the outfit, and I don't know if he was trying on at the time or what. That'd be kind of weird. But yeah, she's like, "Do you want a machine gun?" And he said, "No." Yeah, yeah. And
That's
he's
not
like,
PC, is it?
"Yeah." He's like, "No, I'm just going as a Muslim, not a terrorist." And, yeah. She's like, "Oh, yeah, okay, yeah." Yeah, but it's such a fine line with some people, isn't it? She's the sort of person that would accuse me of being an ISIS in public if she saw me with a beard. I can't say it about her. She's a lovely woman.
Unless she was just, like maybe knew, like she might be a nice person, but knew what he was doing, knew what he was up to, and she's just looking for the upsell. I mean, money's money, and that is a bit of a dicey upsell.
I mean,
but it's extra money.
Well, she didn't know he was going. Maybe she did know it was close to Friday the 13th, but she might have just thought he was going to Saudi Arabia for the weekend and needed something to wear. Like, you don't know this. And what am I going to do with a machine gun when I'm checking in at the airport? I'm just dressed in my garb, and I just run my machine gun through the baggage area, through the scanner. It's fine. It's plastic. It's fine. I'm just going to Saudi Arabia. Need something to wear.
Dress up party in Saudi.
He actually quite likes that outfit because he said that it's very drafty, which I think is why they wear it over there, because it gets very hot. And he said like a gust of wind will pick up and just sort of with the sweat, it was cool.
Does he wear anything underneath?
Yeah, I don't know.
Who knows?
I don't know.
Who
I don't
knows?
know. He's a very progressive man. He just
Well, yes, very, very progressive.
Yeah. He
Possibly.
actually, the first time he wore that outfit, he went to it was a fancy dress party, obviously, and they were leaving a house party, and it was someone up the street saw him and was like, "What the fuck is that?" And one of our friends was like, "Oh, it's all right. It's just a costume. It's this fancy dress." And the guy's like, "Fucking better be." So there's a lot of tension. He doesn't have a beard, by the way. He doesn't.
Right.
He dark features, I suppose. But
Sounds like it'd be a good social experiment.
Well,
yeah. Well, yeah, maybe.
Fuck.
I don't know. So just a big gust of wind has picked up in the studio.
Yeah,
Air
that's all right.
conditioner's on too strong.
Sorry, I'm not wearing my robes. Well, I think it's time for a segment that was hugely successful. It debuted in the last episode, and it's suffice to say, it just went down like a house on fire, I guess you could say. We were inundated with mail about it. Mitch basically revealed to us that besides being a very articulate and perceptive philosopher, he also can see beyond the present into the future somewhat, and has a mild psychic ability.
Mild, I'd say it's
spicy.
yeah.
And so anyway, look, as you would expect, we received thousands of letters wanting to get Mitch's take, or get Mitch to look into the future. Basically, we can only pick one, but please keep sending them. So I'm going to read one out now, and then we'll throw it to Mitch to get his analysis. This one is from Sean, and Sean says, "Hi Mitch, my wife seems to be a bit distant at the moment, and I was wondering if there's anything I need to worry about." Mitch.
Thanks, Sean. All I can see here is those netball nights the wife's going to. They unfortunately aren't just netball nights. And when she comes home a bit, how you going? Well, it hasn't been a tough match. I don't want to go into too much detail there for you, Sean. But yeah, I think you've got to do what's best for you, and just head on your own path, because she certainly isn't happy. she's definitely not happy with you. That's what's coming through. She's not happy with you. One iota. You don't tick any of her boxes, and she doesn't like anything you stand for. So that's what I'm getting that come through now. But I can see there is a woman called Alex that's pretty keen on you there, Sean. She's a teacher of one of your kids, and but yeah, I think if you pursue that, you might be able to get a little bit of that can sort of lead you down a more positive path, because it's all over with the missus. Thanks, Sean. Thanks, mate.
Well, there you go. The short skirt and the sweat and the dishevelled hair has nothing to do with netball training, by the sounds of it.
Never even seen a netball.
Never thrown one.
It's fascinating the detail that you can see things in. You can, like, values and such, you can sort of pick up that she's not even, doesn't respect him at
actually,
all.
two things at play there.
Comes in time, Jay. You know, it took me to
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, something I've heard a bit since the first segment went out is I've had a lot of feedback just down the street, walking through the streets of country towns, whom we won't name because they're sponsors of ours, but people have approached me and want to know when you first discovered the power.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's
Puberty?
the question, isn't it?
Was it around puberty? Before, after puberty?
It's fascinating.
Yeah.
Ah,
It's a gift.
yeah. Well, a bit lost here.
Yeah.
But it's something that I just found like it did come to me quite easily through my childhood, and I thought they might have been dreams or something that was just coming to me. But as I start sort of focusing more in on it over the years, the power became stronger, and so I thought people want to know these things. You know, people that write in, like if I've got the ability to tell them, that might be my service to society to fucking let them go, to let them know. So,
and you know what? I like the fact that you don't gamble either, because you could so easily gamble, but you know who's going to win every race and every sporting match, and you choose not to.
With great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah, you could so easily cheat the system, and I like the fact that you don't.
Yeah. Well, I've been given a gift, and you know,
Yeah.
I don't want to take advantage of that gift, Nick. I know you've been given a couple of gifts.
The good people
you
at
can't
Sports
which you can't talk about here.
No, well, we could, but no, I mean, it's not my style.
It's a family program. And
Oh, yeah.
No, I wasn't talking about that.
Oh, no, okay, yeah. You meant, I don't know what you meant, but thank you, though.
You know what I mean.
Yeah, yes.
And you know what I mean.
All right, well, we're going to now shift gears into a pretty fascinating story we've been sitting on for quite some time, and the people involved have been sitting on it too, actually.
cross-legged.
Yeah, this is a strange one, guys. The headline of this particular story that we found on the interwebs is Asian women are wearing camel toe underwear to really accentuate their lower halves. Women are wearing camel toe underwear that shows off their lady parts in tight pants. And we've never felt so confused by this trend. According to the site Next Shark, ladies in Asia are wearing these specialised panties that make men stare a little bit too long at the woman's crotch, which normally is a serious no-no. I think it's always a serious no-no.
Unless they're strippers.
You can't do that, you know.
Yeah. Stare at a woman's crotch?
Nah, it's inappropriate.
Mm.
I just think,
Well, here's the question then. If a woman has worn... Now, we'll put up a picture of this on the screen if we haven't already, and you can see what it is. It is essentially... you have like padded bras, which I guess are designed to make the breast look slightly bigger. This has a padded labia with quite a prominent crevice there to accentuate and give the impression that there is a rather engorged vagina, for lack of a better term.
See, I don't feel comfortable here.
You don't? Okay, tell us why. This is what's your immediate response to this?
I don't know.
Why do you think women are wearing
I feel
this?
it's no-go territory.
Well, you would assume so, but this is going on, Mitch. I think we need to discuss it.
In Asia, it's going on.
In Asia, but I can see it spreading.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I do like those two words that you just said, Nick.
Engorged vagina.
No, prominent crevice.
Oh, prominent crevice. Okay, yeah. I didn't. I thought it would in the other one. Thank you. Yeah, I didn't even.
Say that again, can you?
Prominent crevice.
Can you look at the camera and say that?
A prominent crevice.
Something lacking from the audiobook of Enormity there is.
That was actually going to be that was the working title, prominent crevice.
That's PC. That's PC. Too,
PC, yeah, PC behaviour.
Crevice. How do you spell crevice? Crevis.
ICE.
Say it.
Crevice.
Crevice.
Yeah.
Sorry, Nick.
My first thought was that this is sort of like a gateway to labia implants.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the point of it is. I mean, I guess it's to get attention, but there's one photo I've been staring at for a while now, and it's
There it is.
I don't think that's attractive. It's very bulbous, and
Yeah.
it
doesn't look
implies that
natural.
the vagina ends somewhere near the belly button, which I don't know. Does it relate somewhat to fertility or something?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Evolutionary biology, I
Yeah.
think, is what you're getting at. Obviously in primates, the female of the species, the vagina will be engorged when they're ready to mate, and I suppose this is some extension of that. Exactly the same as making the breasts look larger. Of course, it is a
Yeah.
fertility thing.
Yeah, but it's also not up until this point. Up until now, when the Asians have sort of changed the game, but it's not something one looks at like as a
No.
usually.
Look, I mean, the camel toe, I guess that term has been around for quite some time now, and I guess, I don't know, it originated from women wearing tight pants to the gym or something along those lines. It's out in public,
Yeah,
nothing on underneath.
bit
I
of a
thought it'd be an
faux pas
embarrassing
before.
thing for a woman. I don't know, but I know. I think it'd be embarrassing.
Well, I think, generally speaking, they would avoid a camel toe.
Yeah, that's. I think it'd be something
Yeah.
to that you're not going for. You know.
Yeah.
I guess it's hard because up until this point, they haven't really had a way to kind of accentuate the downstairs area. Men can stick a cucumber down the crotch and walk around with a bulge,
Yeah, a pair of socks.
and that's seen as being, quite
Well, you wouldn't do it
proud.
normally, unless
sort
yeah.
of this thing that's
Well, it's false
Cutting
advertising,
down-
isn't it?
yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. How would you feel if you went out, some woman's just standing there with this bulbous...
You
sort
take
of-
her home thinking, wow, this
Yeah.
is the biggest vagina I've ever seen.
I think I'd probably look and say you need surgery or something. Like I wouldn't. It's not natural, you know.
Have you been
No.
stung by a bee?
Yeah,
well, sort of-
I don't know. Some things are
Yeah.
best left to the imagination, you know.
Yes.
And I don't. Call me a gentleman.
Call you old-fashioned.
Call me old fashioned, but I'll have a look at it myself when I get home. You know.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
not a gentleman, is it?
Not a
no,
moment
well,
sooner.
I think it'd be rude not to. But would you be disappointed if you were expecting a vagina of a certain size and then found a very small vagina and some padding had taken place?
Oh no, I don't want to talk in too much detail here, but it doesn't worry me really.
Yeah.
Like it's not one of the things I sort of. I know I don't want to say that.
That's okay.
Take that out.
Okay. You didn't say anything.
Cut that.
You didn't say anything.
No, I don't know. I feel like I'm going a bit far here.
Yeah, that's all right. Well, you can pull back if you feel the need.
Yeah, I feel more comfortable pulling back.
Yeah, all right. You can pull out if you want to.
Hey,
Yeah,
Yeah.
all right. Well, I guess it'll be interesting to see whether this catches on because
Yeah. I mean, if we have some female fans that want to sample it and try it and then let us know the feedback. It's different in the Western society. I don't think women are trying to... They seem to be speaking up more and more about being ogled in public.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah. But here we are. And I mean, look, it might not be that big in Asia. I mean, there's a lot of people in Asia, so only a very small portion of them have to start wearing these for it to be a thing. But it'd be interesting to see whether this catches on in Western society.
How would you know if it was?
I reckon-
You'd see someone down the street, that's got to be fake. And it turns out
Yeah.
that it's not. She's just...
Is it?
I mean, so many people in Asia, you'd probably want to stand out from the rest too, because there's
Yeah.
so many
Mm.
that you don't want to seem like just another one of the mob walking down the street. You know.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're in sizes too. Like, can you get like a double D labia? You know what I mean?
Yeah, double L.
Double L.
Or a... No, that doesn't make sense. But,
Double L.
I don't know.
That'd be very big. Yeah.
What's the
Yeah.
L stand for?
Labia.
Labia.
Oh, labia. Sorry,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, sorry.
Lips.
There's a Liberal Party and the Labia Party in Australian politics.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I think we've delved into the camel toe underwear sufficiently, and yeah, please give us some feedback, particularly the ladies. Would you wear them? Men, are they attractive?
Yeah.
We're erring on the side of no,
No.
but
Go to our Facebook page, you reckon?
yeah, go to the Facebook page.
Yeah.
What's that? What's this? What's it?
Just facebook.com/dictating terms.
Oh, yeah.
Easy to find. Over 6 million followers, so it'll come up in your search for sure. Well, we're winding down now. It brings us to a part of the show that is by far still the most popular, I think. Higher Power is really big now, but this is even bigger. And I think that I don't know whether higher power will ever overtake it in popularity because Mitch's motivational minute has changed the lives of millions of Caucasian people and who watch us, and
well, not just Caucasian.
other people as well.
Yeah, there's camel toe wearing Asian females are also big fans of the show.
I just found that
The
we're like
podcast,
looking
the
at our demographic. We got a lot of Europeans watching us. That's
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we've got to get into
Nigeria's taken off for some reason.
Yeah,
I don't
okay.
know why, but yeah.
It's coming a long way, Nigeria.
They've come a long way. Well, they've got the internet there now, which really helps us. So it is time for the final part of this episode, Mitch's Motivational Minute. We will now leave you in the hands of the world-famous philosopher, Mitch Power. Mitchell, please enlighten us.
Good afternoon. In this section of Mitch's Motivational Minute, I'd just like to talk about the importance of water pressure from your shower. When you get up in the morning, I notice a lot of people with that slow, fucking drizzly water pressure, they become irritable, they become sleep, hairs all over the joint. It's very simple in this Mitch's Motivational Minute. If the water pressure's not right, get the plumber out, sort it out. Good solid water, and you'll be on your way. That's all I can say about that one. So, that's it. Mitch's Motivational Minute.
Beautiful.
Get the plumber out. Get the plumber out.
I remember when the offer for a house to live together came up, and Mitch was sounded out as a potential housemate. That was the only thing he cared about was the water pressure.
Yeah, it's big.
He was like, you want to move in? Well, what's the water pressure like? And he had to go inspect it himself. Wouldn't take my word for it. How's the water pressure? Yeah, obviously, it was all right because he moved in.
Did you have a shower to test it, or you didn't put your hand under? You actually got in there, had a proper shower?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't think I had a towel.
You had to shake down afterwards.
Yeah, I'm here for the inspection.
You went out to the balcony and just stood in the sun
Yeah.
for 20 minutes.
Water pressure is one of those things you don't realise how good it is till you don't have
Yeah,
it.
that is
Sure.
sage
You know?
advice. Because I've remembered that. That's stuck with me.
What's yours like now, Joe?
Yeah, it's not bad.
What's yours like, Nick?
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
Elliot? Good.
Yeah,
Yeah. Everyone.
yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, I think we've worked well under pressure today. We will now sign off. Thank you, Mitchell Power, as always, for being here.
Nick. Joe.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you, Joe Duffy. Thank you to our producer,
Thank you.
Elliot.
Elliot. We will see you next time on Dictating Terms. Thanks for tuning in.